In front of me is the third best BMW ever made. The first being E92 M3 obviously. The second one M. And the third one is this M2 Competition! M2 Competition! 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 2019 M2 Competition! Now, this is not your ordinary M2. This is M2 Competition. I think this is by far my favorite color for BMW. If you saw my X5M review that we did last year, it was exactly the same color. And I believe only M2s, X5s, X4s and X6s came in this exact color, which is Long Beach blue. Even with stock power, it's the perfect car. The S55 in this car, shape and size and weight, it doesn't get better. M3, M4 is bigger and it's simply not as exciting to drive. Where this one is as close as you can get to 1M without paying 1M prices. And not only that, you're getting BMW S55 engine instead of the problematic N54 engine that's horrible and just simply lets down the 1M. The brakes, the suspension, the engine, the looks, the power, this car has it all. So initially this car was meant to be cheaper than M4 and M3, but it just shows how well it holds the value. It's way more expensive than M4s. And more expensive than most F80 M3s too. It just shows how desirable this shape is. Don't get me wrong, the OG M2 is a great car too. I'm simply too old to read all the comments saying, oh, you should have got S55 instead. N55 is great engine. The thing is, I already had it. The power with the N55 is almost perfect, but it needs a bit more. And this is something that S55 has, and potentially it can be turned up really easily. Not the front, but the back is my favorite part of the car. It looks great. Obviously, we have the 4 pipes as always. The front, for me, it looks like a hamster full of nuts in his cheeks. But the back is perfect. The engine sound is not the best, the S55, everyone knows that. But the exhaust as well, it's so quiet. And this is competition. So for competition, you would expect it to be, I don't know, louder than this. But let me show you what it sounds like. Valves open. Ooh. You know what, actually? With the valves open, it's not that bad. I'll have to check how it looks, how it sounds on the camera, but this is actually the first time I put it in sport mode, and I think that opened the valves up on the exhaust, on the back box. Now the main difference with these new BMWs is the steering. This, compared to E92, has electric steering. And I noticed that it's definitely not as good. It doesn't feel as good. It doesn't feel as direct. It just feels a bit... It kind of feels like direct drive wheel. It doesn't have that hydraulic feel. I think I mostly noticed that at lower speeds too. When you are driving faster, it's not as noticeable. I really like the shape of the wheel. It's my favorite look for BMW wheel. However, it probably isn't, but it feels bigger than my E92 M3 wheel. Like, I don't know, it just feels different. It just feels bigger. I don't know if it actually is, it probably isn't. It could be even smaller, but it kind of feels a bit bigger. than the E92 M3. And now the DCT gearbox. Let me put this in reverse and you'll see that it won't go back on its own. Look, brake off. This is not how you go back. You see, if you don't press any throttle, it will just roll forward, or it will roll wherever you want. So you need to give it some throttle, otherwise it will just roll. So enough of that, we'll be going for a drive. Now the main difference between M2 and M2 Competition is, I believe the seats, the engine, and maybe some few differences in the aesthetics. That's about it. Hold this button for a bit. Woo! And performance! Woo! So one thing is, this car will have slower 0 to 60 than M3 or M4. Why? Because it's probably shorter and it just can't put the power down as well as M3 or M4. It's not about drag racing with this car. Where are the pops and bangs? You don't hear this often. No pops and bangs with paddle shifts. Damn. What do y'all think? Do we need pops and bangs? Or are they no longer cool? Let me know in the comments. Hell yeah, baby! Woo! This thing is fast. I do love this car. It's so easy to drive. It's like playing with the assists. Oh, this is great. Competition! Simply lovely. So let me know what you think about this BMW. Do you agree with me that this is the number 3 best M car ever made? Or which BMW you think holds the position for first, second and third best BMWs ever made? Let me know if I should do any mods with my new BMW M2 Competition, and I will see you in the next video.